Hello, everyone. Welcome to another team training. We are so lucky to have a special guest speaker with us, Bethany Vargas. Hi, Bethany.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
And we're excited to hear from Bethany about how she uses Oh My High, which is a unique kind of website to get more sales. But first, before we dive in, Bethany, I always love to hear everybody's Color Street story. So would you mind sharing that?
Sure. So I actually was friends with my upline since we were six. We knew each other since we were 6 years old, and I'd always followed her journey. She'd always followed my journey. And when she sent me a Color Street sample in like October of 2017, I was like, oh, this doesn't work. Like, I don't believe it. Like, I'm not girly. Like, I don't want to try this. And she's like, no, seriously, just put it on. And I was like, I have stubby nails. She's like, so do I. Like, you know me. Like, it's okay. And
Every
so I put
excuse
it on.
ever.
Yes, everything. I was like, I'm not doing it. And then
Yeah.
I put it on and I was like, oh shoot. So then I hosted 3 parties. And after my third party, my husband was like, wait, so you could be making your own money? And I was like, yes. And he's like, dude, this is dumb. Sign up. But
That's amazing.
I'd never done direct sales or anything. So I was like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing. He's like, it doesn't matter. Like, she's got you covered. Like, it's fine. And
Uh-huh.
if you know my upline, Rachel Snyder, like she had me covered. So it was just so funny. Like, it took me till December to like figure out like, oh, I actually love wearing this and love doing this. So I guess I'm on 6 years, six and a half
So
years. I don't
crazy, right?
know.
And here you are with starting out with all the excuses. I love it.
Everything.
That's why I love hearing everybody's stories.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so cool. Well, so tell us because I got to be honest, I was like, I told Bethany before this, I was like, I'm going to be asking all the most annoying basic beginner questions because I'm learning right along with everyone that's watching. So tell us like what an Oh My High is and how it's worked for you. And you can
So
even share your screen if
yeah,
you
I
when
will
you
share
want
my
to.
screen.
I'll allow the settings while you're talking
Okay.
about what it is.
So I found Oh My High last, oh wow, last April. That's crazy. I think it's been a year.
Crazy. Wow.
Um, it has come a long way since I started using it because I also had no clue like what I was gonna do with it.
Hmm.
Except for the fact that like a lot of us, started with Linktree, right? Like I was like, okay, Linktree can house all of my like host links. I can put like my actual like website link. I can put my join link, all the things in one spot.
Yeah.
Um, but at some point, it just didn't feel like it was helping me get sales. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should have like a GoDaddy website and do the things on there. However, just setting up a domain was so complicated for me, and I'm not like tech illiterate or anything. But
I
it
feel
was
the
like,
same way. I really suck at like making my own like little mini domains, you know?
right. And so I kept seeing people like do subdomains and like
Yeah.
your regular domain goes here and your other one. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is excessive. I'm stressed out. Like, how the heck do I get away from this? Right.
Yeah.
And I found Oh My High. And when I saw this, I'm like, wait, it's only how much more than Linktree Pro, but it gives you all of these capabilities. So I'm going to share my
Mhm.
screen so that you can see
And I want
what.
to share really quick that we are not like promoting this. We are not making money off of this. It's just a resource that Bethany is using that has helped her grow her business. So there's my disclaimer.
Yes. And the thing about it is like I have free videos on YouTube showing you kind of like how I change my links on here, how I change certain parts of my, and I don't make money on YouTube either. Like I have like 5 videos. But I really wanted to show my team if they were going to use this, like, or if they had already signed up for it, how to change their header and how to change our stuff. So if you decide you want to do this and their videos aren't enough, which trust me, they walk you through the whole gambit, which was another reason why I was like, yes, please. But I really wanted something that was like for me, like, you know, we talk all the time about like brand yourself and show up as yourself on social media and all of these things. And Linktree only goes so far, right? Like you can put your picture, you can put a background, you can change your colors, but you can't do a lot of other things. So
Mhm.
when I found Oh My High and they said you could have blog pages, that you could do shop party, like party in a scroll type thing, like party in a pocket. When you could still have a links page, you could have videos embedded from your YouTube straight onto the website. And again, it was not that much more a month, or you could pay for the year for this versus Linktree Pro. And I was like, okay, still not sold, but they have a free trial for 7 days and you get a video every single day with picture tutorials of how to set this up. So for 7 days, you're not paying, but you're setting up your website. Now, I'm an
Nice.
overachiever. I set mine up in 5 hours.
I love it.
I wanted to see it like done, and I wanted to see like how my customers could actually interact with it and how it would work for me actually like showing product. It did not look like this when I started. I just want to preface that, okay?
Right.
Um,
Remember, she's done it for a year, so this is progressively evolved over a year.
right. But I do want to say like this right here, this header image, they give you the sizing for the images to look the best on the website. So they tell you like, okay, create images in Canva that are this size for this thing. Create images in Canva that are this size for this thing. And if you create it and you're like, I hate it, you can send me a message and be like, what size do you use for this page? And I'll be like, oh, it's this. I don't mind sharing. Like that's my favorite thing. So
You're the best.
I create templates for everything, and then I just already know in my head like, okay, it has to be this size to fill the phone screen or whatever, and then I go from there.
Mhm.
Okay, so why do I love this? My customers can see all the things that I'm doing in one place at one time. So especially right now when Facebook groups are weird and dumb and not functioning the way you want them to, people aren't seeing your stuff all the time.
So true.
The algorithm can kick rocks, right? So people can just come to my site. It's at my domain. You don't have to have a domain, by the way. The website will give you, you can create like your own name after your backslash. So you can say it's like ohmyhigh.com/Bethany Vargas. I could have
Okay.
left it like that. Okay.
Right.
I
Yeah.
already had a domain name that I was trying to do all the subdomains for. So I was like, well, shoot, how do I connect it?
Mhm.
They literally give you all the ways to connect, or you can email the creator of the site and he will connect it for you if you give him access to your whatever hosting site that you use for your domain. Um,
That's awesome.
so the best part of this is, say I have another page that I want them to go to. So like if I click on my header, and I'll show you my whole, let me show you my whole home screen. The whole home screen is already templated out when you create your website with Oh My High. They
So you're
already,
just like filling in the blanks kind of thing.
right. So they have
Okay.
like a person's picture there and they say like, put your picture here. Then they have like it all written out like, hi, I'm so-and-so. This is what I do. This is who I'm
Yeah.
a independent stylist with or independent consultant with. This is where you can find me. This is a little bit about me. It's already there. You just change it
Nice.
for you.
Uh-huh.
So
Love
they
it.
show you all the things. But you can add other blocks. You can add like I added buttons where they can just shop straight from the page. And then I added a YouTube short where I'm like just showing like my business card. So when I flip that card over in the video, they see my face again. And so I have like pictures of me with the product
Mm-hmm.
all down my homepage. And you can
Nice.
even connect your Instagram, and I'll show you a blog in a second, but you can even connect your Instagram at the bottom.
Oh,
So it
nice.
continuously keeps going with your Instagram posts. It'll keep updating them itself. Like you don't have to do anything. And I do love also on the footer, they have already there. This is literally for direct sellers and small businesses. So it already has a spot where you can add your name and Color Street. So it says like this site was created by, and it has like brackets where it says like your name, independent consultant with, and then it says like company you work for. And then it has brackets again, company you work for has no connection with the site and does not sponsor or support its content. So that's already built in. You just have to add your stuff. So this is
Nice.
just like an extra security measure for you, saying you are not actually Color Street. You are not portraying Color Street. What you have up here is your content. However, I still make sure I'm following all of Color Street's policies on what I'm posting and what I'm saying, where I am still not representing Color Street. Like I'm representing me wearing Color Street, if that makes
Yes. Love that.
okay. So what I was gonna say,
Because speaking of which, you can't like if people want to do this, they can't post specials
right.
on an Oh My
This is
High
public.
because it is a public site,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah. And there is a way like you can have a team space on here that has a password protection. So if you don't want your customers going to your team space, um you can have that as a tab or have that as a link that you share with your team. And only your team has that link. However, it still could be searched on Google. They just nobody can get in it unless they have the password. So yeah, you don't want anything that is a special up here. Um, but I will show you what I do to email specials from my site. Um,
Okay.
so one thing that I do is I do a new this month page. And if you look in the URL section at the top, now it says the sparklebrightcollective.com/new this month. I didn't have to create that subdomain. Once your domain name is attached to this, whatever you name a page now becomes like the URL, and you can change it. It lets you change it. And again, they walk you through all of this, so don't be overwhelmed. I just want to show you what's possible, because customers can now come here and be like, okay, I have no idea how to find stuff in her Facebook group because she posts like 3 times a day and I'm not scrolling, right? They probably aren't going to click photos and scroll back to see what I posted April 1st, right?
True.
So now I can say new this month and I can come and put all the things that we have going on for April and have links for the things already there. So like cheek balms, they can click subscribe for the thing. They can sign up for my email list. I try to have this button like everywhere. But like I said,
Yeah,
they
I
can
love that it has like shop join everywhere. It's like
everywhere,
call to
right?
action, baby.
Right. And so like my first one is always host, and my second one is always become a stylist, no matter what. Because those are the two like bang for your buck, right? And then I'll have the shop. And then if there's an extra, like last month we had the orchid lip gloss. So I added that here because we didn't have like an extra join special. We just had the extra host special. So I actually had 2 host buttons, and then I had 2 collection buttons because we had like the spring collection and like the Easter collection or whatever. So it just depends what's happening, but I try to always have my host and join at the very top. That's the first thing that they're going to see. So now let me show you my links page because that's what everyone's going to start with since that's what they're used to. So this is just like Linktree, right? Like you can put, but you have unlimited amount of links and you don't have to pay for more. Like it's already included.
Can you
So
tell us the price point? I'm sure people are asking. I can't see the comments, but I'm sure people are wondering.
shoot, I honestly don't remember because it's like part of
You did
my
it a year ago. That's why y'all
let me
y'all
let me
will
see
have
if
to
I
go
can
look it
go-
up.
let me see if I can go to just ohmyhigh.com.
I can look it up while you keep talking.
Okay. But I think it's good to have a links page just in case, like this could be what you put on your Instagram bio. This could be what you put on your Facebook bio. You could send people just to your links page, especially if you've only had like a Linktree or a link in bio or whatever type of site before where your customers are used to seeing links laid out. You could just use this as where they're going to start with. But then you really want to link them somewhere back to your homepage. But like I have another link page that's just the shopping page. So they can click to shop nails, nail care, cheeks, eyes, and I just linked like the actual specific categories to the things. And you can see like I don't have my homepage linked here. Like you don't have to have a header. It can just be simple for them to shop from and not get distracted because I feel like on the regular homepage, there's a lot happening, right? But the other thing for my customers that I do that I think is a big deal is my try and buy page. So this is where they can request a sample or they can shop, right? And they can also sign up for emails. And I put there like they can hear about new releases, new specials, new giveaways. But the request a sample, this is, I think, my favorite thing about, and so look, this is my old branding colors. So I had like muted colors for fall and winter. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I need something brighter for spring. And that actually matches like the sparkle bright part of my name. And so I went to bright, but I haven't changed this page. But what I love about Oh My Hive the most is that you can have a form, like a landing page or like a Google form built in to your website. Like you don't have to have an extra Google form connection. You don't have to have a Jot form. Because like if you don't have the free version, you can't have more than like 3 Jot forms going or whatever. Oh My High has unlimited forms and they embed directly to your page. So people can fill this out and then it emails me straight from Oh My High, and then I can just send them their email response like, thank you so much for requesting a sample. It's on the way or whatever. And then it stores their information for me in Oh My High. So whenever I log into it, I have a list of who has requested a sample.
That's really cool. Is there, if you're too lazy to want to switch over to, if you want to keep your like Google form or whatever, is there an option to just have a button go
Yep.
to
Yep.
your link, your Google form or your
So
job form?
that's how I started, where I have request a sample. When you clicked that, it would take them to the Google form and then they just fill
Okay.
out the Google form from there. Because I had the form section is a little complicated and that's like not that was not my first first 3 months trying to figure that out. So I
Yeah.
could just link all my stuff through here, and it's fine.
Mhm.
It just takes them to the other form, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, love that.
So because I was saying like landing page, if you are to that point in your business where you like know what landing pages are, or if you know like that you want to like bring in more customers, or you want to support the customers that you already have, which is um what I was really trying to do with this website. I created landing pages for my customers where they're like, okay, are you ready for a deal? And they say yes, then I can message them one of my landing pages, or I can just send them to this page. So I created a page that's called customer. There's no link to it from my homepage. I have to actually give them this link, but then they go here. So say I have someone that's shopped with me for like 3 years, they haven't bought in a while, and I really want to get them back as a customer. And I say, I personally message them a voice text, and I'm like, hey, we just launched new pedicure sets. I know that you love some of the ones that you've had in the past. I have 3 deals going right now. Can I send you one of the deals, or do you want to pick a deal in order to score more while getting your pedicures? Okay, I cannot put deals on my website, right? Because they can be searched, even if people can't technically see it until I give them the link. Any website can be found on Google if you search enough. So it's technically
Mhm.
public. So what I did is I said, okay, I want them to have to give me their info still, even if I already have their info,
Mhm.
just to know that they are trying to actually like, they're actually invested in what I'm telling them. So the customer will message me back, be like, yes, I want to pick my deal. So I send them this link up here at the top that says um, my name and customer. And then they come
Mhm.
here and they're like, okay, let me see what mix and match is about. And they click it. Guess what? It doesn't tell them anything. They have to fill out their name and their email, and then I will message them their deal. So I'll say,
Brilliant.
I can upsell, I can cross sell, I can whatever, but I can say like, get 3 manicures and 1 pedicure, and I will give you a $5 gift card code to get shipping free or whatever. And
Mhm.
now I have their email that I'm emailing them back and forth, or I can then just re-message them like, thanks for filling out my uh form, here's your info. Uh
Yeah.
and you
So
can link.
does it give you an email when they fill out this little thing too?
Yeah, so it emails
Okay.
you and it says this person filled it out. It gives you their info. Um
Mhm.
and again, you could make this whatever you want. So like if you had mix and match, you could actually have that link to your Facebook Messenger so that they're sent back to you.
Oh, that would be cool.
But it's not keeping their info. So if they're a
Uh,
new customer, um,
yeah, it's smarter to get their email.
right. And you just never know. Like maybe they have a new email address. Maybe they got removed from your email list if you were here during
Yeah,
the purge or whatever, So I just like always having them funneled back to me, if that makes sense.
love it. This is so great. We have 4 minutes left. What Oh, let me tell you the pricing and then you can wrap up anything else you want to share. But so I looked it up. It is $19 a month with a 7-day free trial, or they can pay yearly, which
Yeah,
is 190.
right. And if you think about it, so I think at the time last year, I was paying $7 a month for Linktree Pro, or like
Mhm.
I paid like for the year or whatever, and it was time to resubscribe. And when I was looking at $7 a month, and they're like, oh, you get all these analytics and tracking, and you can have blah blah. Um, but it's still not a website. Like you're still not showing
Yeah.
you, and you're
There's
still
no
not
pictures.
connecting. Right. And you're not connecting with your customers in any other
Yeah,
way.
true.
And
And
so I
you know
was
what
like,
else? You know what else I love about this, Bethany, is that it looks like legit your products that you handmade yourself. Do you know what I mean? It
right,
takes
right.
out it makes it so personal and because it's all your pictures, your branding, that it looks like, wow, Bethany Vargas like makes her own makeup and nails, you know.
In my own website. Like I did not do this, y'all. Just saying. Like
Yeah.
the website does 2/3 of the work for you. You making your own like header graphics, or like you taking a nice selfie and putting that picture up there. That's the other, that's like 1/3 of it. Like they do the rest of it. So
Yeah. So great. And just really customizes everything.
mhm. So I think my biggest takeaway from this is like, this helps me connect with my customers. It helps me
Mhm.
show up as me. And I don't have to rely on social media as much. I mean, of course, I'm still posting consistently. I'm still trying to reach new customers. But I have somewhere for them to go now where they're not relying on me 24/7 in Facebook Messenger, in my VIP group, in, on my personal page. Like they're not having to go there all the time.
Yeah.
But I can also serve them through here instead of
Yeah.
just giving them information, because I do post, like, if I go live on Facebook, I then also upload it to YouTube, and then I can house it here on
Nice.
my website for them to see. Like, so I can always send someone, hey, go to my homepage. So here's sparklebrightcollective.com. Do you need to
Mhm.
know how to apply your nail polish? Scroll down, click on watch how I apply nail polish. You
Yeah.
know, I always send them here because I want them to scroll down. I want them to see all the other things that are available to them. And then they're like sucked in. You know what I mean? They're there for the long haul. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like all your info all in one place and also a place to gather their info. So
Right.
great. I love
Right.
this so much, Bethany. Thank you so much for sharing this. I think this is just like inspiring and a fun option for those that want to invest in it. Again, we are not getting any profits from mentioning it or anything. And nor are we using affiliate links, but it's just something that is working well for Bethany. So I wanted to share this with everyone else.
There's a lot of other Color Street people that are using this now,
Mhm.
because it is connected to Becky Launder. It's their like sister company. Her husband
Oh,
actually like
okay.
creates this.
Oh,
Um,
so cool. I didn't know that.
so a lot of the things that she teaches um, correlates with how to use yourself in a website. So um, if you're learning from her Elevate thing and you're like going through the trial session of this, you'll be like, oh, okay, connection. I get it.
Right.
But if you have
Okay.
any questions, or you have posted questions in the Facebook chat, I haven't looked like in the comments, but I will gladly go back and answer any questions. If you're like super confused, or if you're
Mhm.
like, how else can I use this? I'll go back and answer questions, no problem.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much, Bethany, for sharing all of this. And thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.